Have you ever questioned life itself? Have you ever wondered what's real and what's not? Has it ever crossed your mind that we might all be just one big lie? For a while now, I've been working on this secret project for the government. What was originally supposed to be a harmless underground project has proved to be much, much more than that. It's taken my life, my soul, my family. It was a simple program that was wired to simulate life. Nothing harmful, but now I'm stuck. I'm stuck, and I don't know how to return to my old life. The life I love, the life I wish I had again. The world is surrounded with lies. This new world we have created, you can feel pain, you can smell flowers and taste food, but we're all just numbers. We're all just simulated numbers. Baby? My wife opens the door to my office. She isn't supposed to be in here. There's just too many secrets. Kane! She screams at the sight of me on the floor. Though my skin is torn and bleeding, I continue to slowly scratch at my arm. Pain. Pain is the only thing connecting me to the real world. Maybe enough pain will wake me up. Maybe it'll bring me back home and out of this fake world. Oh God, Kane, what did you do? Her face was flooded with worry and fear. It hurts to see such a perfect simulation of my wife. Everything was right. Perfect almost. Her freckles, her red hair, her green eyes, it's all the same. All of it is so real to me. We need to get you to a doctor. She wraps her arms around me. She tries to pull me up. I felt the skin of her arm, so smooth, so real. It doesn't matter, I say to her. My voice sounds so foreign to me, so different. It's not my voice. We're all just numbers, I say, grabbing her face in my hands. What? She says, letting go of me. We're all just numbers, I say again. I can't bear to look her in the eye. She's hollow, just a shell. She's not real. She has no soul. Not in this world. What are you talking about? She asks. Elizabeth tries to make eye contact with me. I refuse. She's not real. You just don't get it. She's blinded. She believes she's alive, just as I did when I first arrived to this world. Kane, you've been locked up in here for days. Lord knows how long it's been since you've actually slept. Maybe you should go lay down. Honey, go take a break. She still stares at my wounded arm. Here, let me clean you up first. No, no, no! You just don't get it! I yelled at the fake simulation of what was supposed to be my wife. You're not real. Daddy? The sound of our 8-year-old daughter sparked something inside of me. Grace. My baby. I needed to get back to her. What do you want from me? I asked, grabbing Elizabeth's arm with all the strength I had. How do I get out of here? Kane, let go of me! She screamed. Let go! You're hurting me! You're not real, I said. Grace, go to your room. Elizabeth held back a cry as I squeezed her arm tighter. Grace ran out of the room. Why are you doing this? Liz asked. Please, let me go. I watched the realistic tears fall down her face. Everything felt so real. The guilt over hurting my wife almost made me stop this madness. She's not real, I reminded myself. You're not my wife, I said while standing up. I towered over her. I could feel her bones shaking with fear. I am your wife. What is wrong with you? She was hysterical now. You can't understand. You won't understand. You're not real. I shoved her down to the floor. She tried to crawl away. I grabbed a fistful of her hair. How do I get out of here? I screamed into her ear. You don't understand, she cried. her face streaked with makeup, and her hands shook as she shielded her face from my fist. "I just want to go back home to my family!" I yelled as I hit her again. After a moment of silence, she finally speaks. "We are your family, Kane." Her voice is filled with tears and almost a whisper. Liz rested her head on the floor, tears streaming down her bloody face. I released her hair and fell against the wall. "No, you're not my family." Another moment of silence. I watched her on the floor, curled up in what she believes is pain, what she is programmed to believe is hurt. Liz removed her hand from the front of her wounded face. "You want out?" Her voice was quiet, almost inaudible. I moved closer to her. "I know the way out," she said. I grabbed Elizabeth by the arm so tightly so she wouldn't try and run. "Show me." I nudged her to start walking. "Show me the project," she said, looking towards my computer. I grabbed her arm tighter. "She wants to trap me here. The only way out is through the program. I swear, please, just let me show you." I released my grip on her arm. "Fine, show me." After bringing up the program, I watched her look over it carefully. What the hell is this? Is this what you're talking about? These numbers?" She pointed to the screen covered in numbers. The world depended on those numbers. The world is those numbers. "Show me a way out!" I yelled. Of course she wouldn't understand. She thinks she's still living. Of course she doesn't know her life is a lie. Of course she wouldn't expect to be made of simple things like numbers. Elizabeth rested her shaking hand on the mouse. I started to get anxious. How long have I been gone from the real world? How long have I been trapped here? Just how long have I been living this lie? Liz highlighted the numbers, the precious numbers. They are the key home. I know it. We're all just numbers. And with a simple click, the screen went blank. I waited for a portal to open, or for my vision to clear up. I waited for a moment when I realized I'm back in my office, with my wife in the next room, asking me when I'll join the family for supper. I waited for the feeling of life, but nothing happened. I looked at Elizabeth. "See? They're just numbers. You're home." She reached out her hand carefully to touch my arm, which rested on the desk. You've trapped me here," I whispered in disbelief. "What have you done?" I yelled, pulling her from the chair by her arm. "You've trapped me here!" "No, Kane, you have it all wrong." I grabbed her by the hair again and shoved her into the wall. Her head broke the mirror that was there. "Why would you do this to me? What have I ever done to you? I created this world. I created you!" I yelled before grabbing the piece of broken glass and sliding it across her throat. I watched Elizabeth, my wife, fall to the floor lifeless. "Grace!" I yelled out. "Oh, Grace! Honey! Come here!" I listened for her little feet. Her small slippers scratched against the wood floor in the upstairs hallway. I listened as she walked all the way to the stairs. My gaze fell upon Liz. How is she still here? How has her body not vanished yet? Is there a bug in the system? I didn't understand. I looked at my blood-soaked hands. Sadness came over me. What have I done? I fell to my knees before my wife. "I needed to be free," I whispered into her ear. "You'll understand someday. You'll understand." Tears fell from my eyes. "Daddy?" I heard Grace call. "Daddy!" I looked up at her, so innocent, so sweet. "But she's not your daughter," I reminded myself again. Looking back at Liz, I whispered, I need to crash the system. It's okay, baby. Come here to Daddy. I thought of what I was about to do, and the thought squeezed my heart until it hurt. But it needed to be done. I needed to get home to my real family. I needed to get out of here. Grace took my hand. She was afraid, I could tell. But it was just a fake emotion. She was programmed to be afraid. This isn't real. None of this is real. Daddy? What happened to Mommy? Grace was crying. I wrapped my arms around her. Her hair smelled like strawberries, like it always did, like when she was real. What did you do to Mommy? She said, crying harder. I rested Grace's head on my shoulder and stroked her hair. We cried together as I lifted the piece of glass to her back. Shh, 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 shh. Honey, don't worry. It's not real. Daddy's gonna make it better. It'll all be okay.